Quick update on the Herbie. Not sure if you can see it, but there's now a strainer. There it is. And as well as the strainer, I put my heater back there. So hopefully that heater, I don't know, it seems like a good spot. It's pretty hidden. Kessel's looking good. Everything else is the same, although I really am starting to be tempted to hard plumb that return with this 3/4 here. The main reason is, I don't know, I could see it just being perfect. Like if this was here, you'd see that little bump out there almost makes this at just the right spot where it would be like sitting straight, and I could put a clamp down there to hold it that way. I feel like it would just be so much nicer if I did that. So I don't know. And then I would want to build a manifold, of course. So that would, get expensive quick. We'll see. In other news, I really wanted to show the 36 bow front in this video, so let's go over there. Lights are off right now. It's on moon mode. Let's put it in daylight. This tank gets some good algae growth. You can see there's algae all over the place. I just recently redid it, put this wood and rock in here, a little more natural. I had like a fake rock before. This one here. And here's the little ram. He's been doing really well. He's not showing that much color right now. It's the middle of the night, but he does color up a little more now. He's definitely looking pretty good. But you can see he's still doing happy. He's healthy. He's living. Unlike my two blue rams or electric blue rams and the other blue ram, and I have no luck with such rams. But this Bolivian, he seems to be doing okay. This tank is sort of a ridiculous amount of fake plants, and then it also has the ceramic stuff. So that was the original idea for this tank, was vintage ceramic decorations. And so I had some of these, and then some of them I bought on eBay to kind of go with the theme. And all of them are vintage except for maybe these boats. I think the boats might be newer. But everything else in here is vintage, including this Bubble Man. He didn't have any hookups when I got him, but I managed to make a piece to fit and adapt a hose to fit it without, cracking it or anything, and works out well. You can see I tried to hide the heater and the intake behind this plant. Usually it works out pretty good, but it's moved a little bit. What else is going on? I'm trying to see if you can see a pleco. You can't ever see the plecos. They're elusive, to say the least. Oh, there's the ram. You can see he has the red in his fins. He's definitely a very rare compared to the rest of these fish anyway. He's the most interesting in here, I think. Or she, I'm not sure what it is. This is a bow front. Does make everything look a little bigger. It's funny, I saw a pleco just hanging out on the sidewall today. It's kind of unusual of them to do that. Usually not out in the open like that, but today he must have been adventurous. But of course right now when I want to show him, he's hiding. There's some Corys back there. This tank has the peppered Corys, and the tank upstairs has the false Julie Corys. Huh, there's the ram. Oh, look at that, he's eating something. I did put in some of this medicated food. I'm just sort of trying it on all the tanks. It's supposed to be antibacterial, anti-worm. I had lost a couple of guppies in this tank recently, so I just wanted to kind of fend off anything ahead of time. So I'm trying this medicated food. It's frozen stuff, and you just stick it in, basically. It's nothing too special. I was mixing up the Metro and the Focus and all that for the big tank, but now that I have this new food, I might just try that. But it seems like the cichlids are a little less interested in this food than these guys are. It's a little high in protein for them, I think, so I might hold off on that tank and just feed it to the other tanks. There's the ram. He's definitely the coolest fish in here. Not the most colorful fish in the world yet, but he does color up a little bit when it's morning. It's kind of nighttime and I just turn the lights on, so they're all not very colorful right now. But there's the tetras, the rummy nose. I don't know, this tank is doing okay mostly otherwise. Let's see the filter here. You got the Eheim 2217 and a little air pump over there. I think it's one of those Whisper 10s. And some filter stuff, extra filter pads. Not much to look at in the Eheims, but they work. That's for sure. You can see up here I've got the temperature controller, and this is for the lighting fixture. This is where I keep a lot of my food and medicine. We've got Prime, Stress Coat, I think that's Maricin. Got some Prazipro. We've got a bunch of stuff up here. But yeah, that is the 36 bow. This thing has this fancy pressure gauge that tells you the pump is running. It's for the spray bar. You can see it has that spray bar all the way across the top there. I just like the spray bar better than the stock one. This is the System 2 or something installation set, Eheim installation set spray bar, but it works well. And this light's not even on full blast. That's actually full blast, and that's what I normally keep it at. And even despite that, I've been growing algae like crazy, so I've been reducing the hours on this and trying to figure something out. But otherwise, this tank does alright. I mean, I did lose those guppies, but I think it's mostly just a fluke. So, yeah, see how it does. Back to nighttime mode, though. Let these guys rest.